What's up, everybody, and welcome back to our channel. So, today I wanted to do another topic. I wanted to do a topic talking about me believing in God and me being a lesbian. So, I want to tell you all my religion. I actually don't have a religion, I am just very spiritual. I believe there is a God, but I just don't believe in everything that they say in the Bible. I feel like we don't have to follow everything that they say in the Bible because some stuff is like kind of like hypocritical. So I don't really believe everything that's in the Bible. Um, I believe um that God is real. I'm a firm believer. Um, I feel like when we're in a religion or when we have a certain type of religion, I feel like woo, sorry about that. But I feel like when we're in a certain type of religion, I feel like it kind of like divides people. So like it divides people with their sexuality, with their well, basically their sexuality. So I feel like um a lot of people that claims a certain religion don't really get along because of what they really believe. Um, with me being a lesbian, I try to find people who believe in God, who's very spiritual themselves, because who you align yourself with is who you will actually become. So you have to be very careful who you align yourself with. If they're not spiritual and you're spiritual, that's not gonna work because what you believe, they might not believe, and they can really turn your spirit down or turn your spirit off. They can really turn it off. So I feel like you should align yourself with certain people who actually believe in your religion, or if you even if you don't have a religion, just believe in what you believe in, because everybody don't believe what you believe in. So with me being a lesbian, I actually used to go to church a lot. I used to go to church like 7 days a week. And I used to try to do a choir. I used to try to do praise dancing. I actually used to do praise dancing. I used to do um I used to do a lot of things in the church. But when I started going there every day, I feel like it was taking a part of me out. Like it was like I was a lesbian while I was going to church. I was dating girls and stuff, but once they found out, they started judging me, and I didn't like that. So when you're a lesbian and you're trying to find like a church home and stuff like that, it's really really hard because a lot of people judge us lesbians, and I feel like when when it's a lesbian who believes in God and is a firm believer of God and who wants to go to church and be a part of that community, I feel like that's hard because we get more judged than they do. So, say if they do something wrong and we find out and we don't have a say so of what they did wrong, but once they found out about our sexuality, oh, they could say a whole bunch of stuff, and that I do not like because that makes us feel out of place. It makes us feel uncomfortable, and it makes us just feel like we don't have a place at the church. I feel like all lesbians should have a place at the church. I feel like, in the Bible it said, "Come as you are." So I feel like we should come as we are. Like no matter what our sexuality is, I feel like they should accept us no matter what. I feel like we shouldn't have to hide what our sexuality is because somebody is more holier than us, which they're not more holier than us. So I just feel like a lot of stuff is like really hypocritical with the Bible, with the church and stuff like that. Like they judge us, but I just I just see something really wrong with that, and I feel like it really does divide us as a whole. So I wanted to really come on here and encourage you to actually try to find a church home. Especially if you are a real good firm believer of God, Jesus Christ, I feel like you should find a church home. Even if you are a lesbian, don't be scared. Just go out there, find a church home. If one church home don't accept you for you, there's another church home who will accept you for you. So I feel like you should just go out there and find one. Um, it's a lot of churches out here. It's a lot of churches out here. Just like it's a liquor store on every corner, it's a church on every corner. So, well, not every corner. I just over exaggerated, but it's a church everywhere we go. So, in every city, every state, it's a church somewhere. I want you to feel comfortable in your own skin when you go to these churches and get to know the people that's there, get to know the community that's there, see what they do, see what they're about, see if they're about their word, see if they actually get involved with other people that's in the church and not so picky and choosy of who they connect with, because it's a lot of cliques in church too. And I do not like that. It's kind of like the church is kind of like the workplace. You see the same people every Sunday or every day of the week that you go. And some people like to form in cliques and stuff, and I do not like that. And a lot of people did it at the old church that I went to, and I did not like that. So I actually haven't been to church in I haven't been to church in years actually. I used to go really faithfully. It's hard with me being a lesbian. I'm so scared to find a church and they don't accept me. That's what I'm scared of. But I don't want you to be scared. So I want to try not to be scared. I just don't want you to be scared neither. I feel like we should walk comfortable in our own skin. Um, I don't know. I feel like lesbians have it harder than straight people because we do have it harder than straight people. Even gay guys. It's a lot of people, it's a lot of us a part of the LGBTQ community who actually believes in God and wants to get involved with the community that believes in God and just worship him and praise him just like regular, normal, straight people. We want to do the same thing, but we can't because of our sexuality and because we like the same sex, and I feel like that's not fair. So I don't know, like I really want to find that one church home that will accept me for me, that will not try to change me, that will not try to I don't know, just talk about me behind my back or, judge me based off my sexuality. I don't want that and I don't need that. And I feel like other people part of the LGBTQ community can agree to that and I feel like they don't want and need that neither. So I think that if a group of lesbians or a group of gay guys come together and find a church that accepts them, I think everything will come together as a whole. I think you just got to be patient and you just got to be patient. That's all. Everybody's not going to accept you. Everybody's not going to like you. And you have to accept that because for some odd reason, people of the LGBT community get so much hate. For some odd reason, we get so much hate towards us. But if they're straight, they don't get that much hate. And I don't like that. That's not fair. So, um, like when we have pride parades and stuff, I feel like a lot of Christians come to the pride parades just to bash the gays, the lesbians, the bisexuals, transgenders. They actually do that. They hold up signs that talks about the people of the LGBTQ community, and I don't like that. This is why I am scared to go back to church, but I'm not going to let that run me away from church. Eventually, I'm going to go back because I need to get closer with God. I need to have a better connection with God. And I feel like once I get that better connection with God, everything is going to come together. So I just want to encourage anybody who's on this channel who is a lesbian, bisexual, gay, transgender. I want to encourage you to get out there, find people who are like you, who are aligned with the same beliefs that you have, and see what church they go to and see if they will, accept you, and see if that's the church you want to that's the church you want to be at. You don't have to be church hopping. You don't have to go to every church, but just whatever feels right within your spirit, make sure you align that. Just make sure when you find that church, it aligns with your spirit. So you will know when a church is right for you. So, um, I am actually going to go back to church. I am. I just got to find the right one. I got to find the right people who will go with me, and hopefully I will. And I just don't want to feel uncomfortable with my sexuality at a church. I just don't want to feel uncomfortable. I don't have time for that. I just don't have time for that. And I don't know, like I feel like we as people in the LGBTQ community, we struggle with that a lot. We struggle with people judging us from head to toe. They judge us from head to toe. I'm telling you, they judge us from head to toe. They judge our every move, everything that we do. So I'm just here to tell you to, be yourself. That's the main goal that you need to accomplish, is to be yourself and just align your spirit with everything that you do, everything that comes to you, and everything. It just align your spirit with everything that knocks at your door. So, find that church home, get closer with God. Don't worry about what anybody thinks about you, and just be yourself. Period. So, that's all I really wanted to come on here and say. And yeah, that's the end of this video. Deuces.